Good morning. This is the Paradise Unicorn Priestess bringing you day 108 of A Course in Miracles, the Yin translation, where we use female words. This would be April 18th if you're starting at the new year. The cloud of guilt. Guilt remains the only thing that hides the mother, for guilt is the attack upon her child. The guilty always condemn, and having done so, they will still condemn, linking the future to the past as is the ego's law. Fidelity to this law lets no light in, for it demands fidelity to darkness and forbids awakening. The ego's laws are strict, and breaches are severely punished. Therefore give no obedience to its laws, for they are laws of punishment, and those who follow them believe that they are guilty, and so they must condemn. Between the future and the past, the laws of God must intervene if you would free yourself. Atonement stands between them like a lamp shining so brightly that the chain of darkness in which you bound yourself will disappear. Release from guilt is the ego's whole undoing. Make no one fearful, for her guilt is yours, and by obeying the ego's harsh commandments, you bring its condemnation on yourself, and you will not escape the punishment it offers those who obey it. The ego rewards fidelity to it with pain, for faith in it is pain, and faith can be rewarded only in terms of the belief in which the faith was placed. Faith makes the power of belief, and where it is invested determines its reward. For faith is always given what is treasured, and what is treasured is returned to you. The world can give you only what you gave it. For being nothing but your own projection, it has no meaning apart from what you found in it and placed your faith in. Be faithful unto darkness, and you will not see, because your faith will be rewarded as you gave it. You will accept your treasure, and if you placed your faith in the past, the future will be like it. Whatever you hold dear, you think is yours. The power of your valuing will make it so. Atonement brings a reevaluation of everything you cherish, for it is the means by which the Holy Spirit can separate the false and the true, which you have accepted into your mind without distinction. Therefore, you cannot value one without the other, and guilt has become as true for you as innocence. You do not believe the child of God is guiltless because you see the past and see her not. When you condemn a sister, you are saying, I, who was guilty, choose to remain so. You have denied her freedom, and by so doing, you have denied the witness unto yours. You could as easily have freed her from the past and lifted from her mind the cloud of guilt that binds her to it, and in her freedom would have been your own. Lay not her guilt upon her, for her guilt lies in her secret thought that she has done this unto you. Would you then teach her that she is right in her delusion? The idea that the guiltless child of God can attack herself and make herself guilty is insane. In any form, in anyone, believe this not, for sin and condemnation are the same, and the belief in one is faith in the other, calling for punishment instead of love. Nothing can justify insanity, and to call for punishment upon yourself must be insane. See no one then as guilty, and you will affirm the truth of guiltlessness unto yourself. In every condemnation that you offer the child of God lies the conviction of your own guilt. If you would have the Holy Spirit make you free of it, accept her offer of atonement for all your sisters. For so you learn that it is true for you. Remember always that it is impossible to condemn the child of God in part. Those whom you see as guilty become the witnesses to guilt in you, and you will see it there, for it is there until it is undone. Guilt is always in your mind, which has condemned itself. Project it not, for while you do, it cannot be undone. With everyone whom you release from guilt, great is the joy in heaven, where the witnesses to your motherhood rejoice. Guilt makes you blind, for while you see one spot of guilt within you, you will not see the light. And by projecting it, The world seems dark and shrouded in your guilt. You throw a dark veil over it and cannot see it because you cannot look within. You are afraid of what you would see there, but it is not there. The thing you fear is gone. If you would look within you, you would see only the atonement, shining in quiet and in peace upon the altar to your mother. Do not be afraid to look within. The ego tells you all is black with guilt within you, and bids you not look. Instead, it bids you look upon your sisters and see the guilt in them. Yet this you cannot do without remaining blind. For those who see their sisters in the dark, and guilty in the dark in which they shroud them, are too afraid to look upon the light within. Within you is not what you believe is there, and what you put your faith in. Within you is the holy sign of perfect faith your mother has in you. She does not value you as you do. She knows herself and knows the truth in you. She knows there is no difference, for she knows not of differences. Can you see the guilt where God knows there is perfect innocence? You can deny her knowledge, but you cannot change it. Look then upon the light she placed within you and learn what you feared was there has been replaced with love. I find it really meaningful, this text reading that talks about how if we bear any scar or trauma in us, it's like showing our other selves, you did this to me. I'm hurt because of what you did, and that maintains guilt. And so in essence, it is important above all that we let the miracle that is the power of God heal us of all of our trauma, every last emotional and mental scar to the deepest level within us, so that there's nothing to show another person. Look how you betrayed me. Look how you hurt me. Look how damaged I am. If every trace of harm in us is gone and replaced by glory and love and beauty and joy, there's nothing to shove in their face and say, look what you did to me. And that's why it's so important that we ourselves let ourselves be healed first. And A Course in Miracles says that's the only thing that's being asked of you, is to let yourself be healed. And that's why. All right, lesson 108. To give and to receive are one in truth. Vision depends upon today's idea. The light is in it, for it reconciles all seeming opposites. And what is light except the resolution, born of peace, of all your conflicts and mistaken thoughts into one concept which is wholly true? Even that one will disappear because the thought behind it will appear instead to take its place. And now you are at peace forever, for the dream is over then. True light that makes true vision possible is not the light the body's eyes behold. It is a state of mind that has become so unified that darkness cannot be perceived at all. And thus what is the same is seen as one, while what is not the same remains unnoticed, for it is not there. This is the light that shows no opposites, and vision being healed has power to heal. This is the light that brings your peace of mind to other minds, to share it and be glad that they are one with you and with themselves. This is the light that heals because it brings single perception based upon one frame of reference from which one meaning comes. Here are both giving and receiving seen as different aspects of one thought, whose truth does not depend on which is seen first, nor which appears to be in second place. Here it is understood that both occur together, that the thought remains complete. And in this understanding is the base on which all opposites are reconciled, because they are perceived from the same frame of reference, which unifies this thought. One thought completely unified will serve to unify all thought. This is the same as saying one correction will suffice for all correction, or that to forgive one sister wholly is enough to bring salvation to all minds. For these are but some special cases of one law which holds for every kind of learning, if it be directed by the one who knows the truth. To learn that giving and receiving are the same has special usefulness, because it can be tried so easily and seen as true. And when this special case has proved it always works, in every circumstance where it is tried, the thought behind it can be generalized to other areas of doubt and double vision. From there it will extend and finally arrive at the one thought which underlies them all. Today we practice with the special case of giving and receiving. We will use this simple lesson in the obvious because it has results we cannot miss. To give is to receive. Today we will attempt to offer peace to everyone and see how quickly peace returns to us. Light is tranquility, and in that peace is vision given to us, and we can see. So we begin the practice periods with the instructions for today and say, to give and to receive are one in truth. I will receive what I am giving now. Then close your eyes and for 5 minutes think of what you would hold out to everyone to have it yours. You might, for instance, say, to everyone I offer quietness. To everyone I offer peace of mind. To everyone I offer gentleness. Say each one slowly and then pause a while, expecting to receive the gift you gave. And it will come to you in the amount in which you gave it. You will find you have exact return, for that is what you asked. It might be helpful, too, to think of one to whom to give your gifts. She represents the others, and through her you give to all. Our very simple lesson for today will teach you much. Effect and cause will be far better understood from this time on, and we will make much faster progress now. Think of the exercises for today as quick advances in your learning, made still faster and more sure each time you say, to give and to receive are one in truth. I find it interesting in this lesson. This is the lesson that is demonstrating that to give and to receive are the same. They are one and the same. And then we think of gifts as being physical objects that we give to another person, that we physically hand to them, an object, a thing that we bought or made. But that's not at all what's even being touched on here. It's another reminder of what A Course in Miracles teaches, that the most real thing in what you think of as reality is your thoughts. And so, what are the gifts that we're giving others? It's the gift of our thoughts. And so whether it's you yourself, or a close friend or a family member, or a stranger encountered driving on the road or walking down the street or in a store, or whether it's politicians, people on the other side of the world, what's being shown on the news, what we think about it is what we offer. It's our gift, and that is what comes back to us. A Course in Miracles teaches us that what we're seeing on the news, what we're seeing in our best friend, and what we're seeing in ourselves is a dream created by our own thoughts in what we think of as our past. And when they are reflected back to us, we are being given another chance to be love. So when something is reflected back to us that we don't prefer and seems in any way painful, can we be only love in response to it? This lesson is asking us to perform an experiment and to test it out and see what are the results. Can we evaporate painful consequences by when something occurs in our present moment, on the street, in a store, in our friend or family member, in ourself, on the TV news? If we respond to it with love, being willing to let anything painful about it be evaporated by the miracle, what will happen? That is the great experiment that we embark on today. And so I truly wish you happy practicing.